what I'm saying. All right, y'all grab a seat. Woo! Oh, I'm so excited. About to jump out of my skin. About to blow up like Mount Fuji. So I wanted to tell you real quick, though, because I came up with it today. This is my NC State America, okay? America look. My wife said, you got an NC State, what do you call these things? Scarf. I said, let me go get it. I put it on. I said, it's not America right here, baby. This cause is bigger. You know what I mean? It's bigger. It's America. It's my America look. So I had it. You saw it. Came. It went. And then I will say, Jane also said, you know that's mine. I said, I'm in touch with my feminine side. She give it that right there to me. So she did her part. I was warned. So it's on me now. Okay, so I have no time to waste. I'm jumping around like crazy, acting like I got all day. We have so much stuff to cover. I'm so excited. It's 2016, baby, and the Alliance is on fire. Reports are coming in from everywhere. People are so excited, winning trips, traveling, stacking up money, buying cars, and the people that are broke and desperate, they're starting to see a light. They're like, is that a light up there? Yeah, that's what it is, baby. And it ain't no train neither. It's something good, baby. It's a way out. It's a way out. We got a shot. Woo! And if you've ever been there, you're that excited. If you get the idea that it's a light, it's a chance. You're saying a shot. You're excited as Urkel. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know who that guy is? Some young people in here saying, who's that? Is that like Coach? All right, so we got insurance carriers poised. They got their money stacked up so they can send it out to us. They got trips, incentives, all kinds of things coming. It's like things have come together, Adam. I got my buddies with me. I got Stephen Days with me. I got Gina Hawks with me. We got our buddies, Andy, that are coming together, and we're ready. Okay? Now, I don't want to get too far ahead and think everybody's where I am. But I'm telling you, if I'm here and Andy Riddle's here and a couple more people here, Terry, ain't no reason why you can't get here. Right? And if you could have a glimpse, if you could, no offense, Terry, but if you could, no offense to you either, but if you could take your eyes off yourself for just a minute or two and look at me, you would see that any fool can do it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be mean to you, telling you not to look at you and you ain't important. I'm just saying, before you judge yourself, can you get this excited? Can you get this happy? Can you get this wealthy? See, can you have season tickets? See, because to tell you the truth, I was dressing for y'all and floor seats tonight. That's right. You see what I'm saying at NC State? You know what I mean? Can you get season tickets? Can you go to the NFL championship? Can you be at any? Yes. Because if you can just take your eyes off and just watch me just enough, which won't take long, to see me jack something up. To see me mispronounce, misspell, misspeak, offend. I always check, what do you call it? Is offend, what is it when you make other religions or sects or somebody mad over something? You know what I'm talking about? What's the word? Offend. I guess that's it, right? I'm a cross offender, and it's not like a cross, but you know what I'm saying. You know? What do you call it? Is that equal opportunity offender? I'm an equal opportunity offender. I don't mean to. Absolutely by mistake. So then what you say is, aha, if Albright can do it. And then see, yeah. Hey, look, a lot of y'all are examples too. I just want to let y'all know. You know? You see? Yeah. And because, sometimes I go like this. I go like. If you ever see me doing that to you, don't be offended. Because don't be cross-offended. Because I'm doing it. Okay, all right, y'all ready? All right, jammed up stuff. Okay, I want to start it off with something really fun. Can y'all do that? Yeah. Okay, and if this does not apply to you, then you got to be thinking, this could be me one day real soon. I could be in this spot, okay? So here's the deal. Is Darwin Herm on the line? This will be our Forester's representative, right?
Hello, Andy.
Hey, Darwin.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing, buddy?
Just as well as yesterday, but even more excited because we got some big news to announce today.
I'm telling you, bro. Me too. I got news to announce too. Okay, so let's talk about that cruise that we ran contest for, right?
Right. Nothing like a cruise. Nothing like a cruise to get the competitive juices going.
Okay, so my understanding is this is a 3-night, 4-day cruise. Is that what you understand? He don't know.
That's my understanding. Two nights at sea and one on land, I believe.
2 nights at sea and 1 on land.
I'm going by memory here.
Okay, confirm. It's 3 nights, 4 days, Darwin. It costs the same amount either way, so don't worry about it.
All right.
Okay.
The loonie's kind of low right now, so I was worried about that.
Okay. The what?
The Canadian dollar, the loonie.
Bro, seriously? Is your dollar bill called a loonie?
Yeah, and it's a dollar coin.
Let's move on. We love Foresters, okay? All right. Nassau, Bahamas, which is the place where Atlantis is. So why don't you say we're going to Atlantis? Because we're going to Nassau, Bahamas, and you don't have to go over to Atlantis if you don't want to. I'm going over to Atlantis. Duty-free shopping, beautiful architecture, fun people, and all of our friends are going, and we're going to be on a ship having a blast. Okay, 3 nights. White sand beaches, snorkeling, kayaking, the world's largest inflatable water slide. It's awesome. So we appreciate that. So now what we have is the winners. Well, first of all, let's talk about how the contest came down. Darwin said, we'll give you this amount of money if you hit this amount. And so here's the goals. So at 84% of our goal, we got 15 trips. 87, we got 20. And 91%, we got 25 trips, and we would have got more trips. So we could have got more. And we had, my numbers serve me correct, we have 871. No, that's not what number. How many agents are in it? Do we get that? 229 people contributed by issue paying with Forester. So thank you guys. Anybody that didn't win, thank you because you helped us get somebody else there that they can come back and tell the story. So at 91%, here's what it earned. Veteran agents, 8 couples win. So it's not just 25 trips, it's 25 couples. 6 couples, which is new agents, and I think that was defined by if you started, it wasn't like you had to, it's almost 2 years. So some of them that were 2014 and beyond. I think that was the definition of new agents. And then we did lottery tickets, so 8 people, we get to draw their name out, and all you had to have is 2,500 issue paid. So if that 221 was how many people issue paid 2,500 or more, okay? So it's not just wrote an app, it's 2,500 or more. And by the way, all of y'all that just did one and didn't get a lottery ticket, you contributed too. Thank you very much for trying. Okay, so that's where we are. That's who went. And then top agency managers, we got three of them represented. Is that right? Okay, Darwin, is there anything else before we start naming some people you can think about? Talk about Foresters, talk about thank you. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, well, I would certainly like to piggyback off your comments, Andy. The contest, like I said, right down to the end, we had people asking us to issue business, and we committed to that. There was an email exchange that was going on towards the end of the year, and Eric Miller communicated that let's cruise on, let's do this. So I want to thank all those that competed. All those that contributed, and then I just want to comment on the fact that we didn't maximize, But you and I are already thinking about something for this year, and we don't want to leave anything on the table in 2016 to qualify for 2017 because, the more the merrier. So let's make sure that we go full on wide open and have a great year.
Now listen to this, Sean. They announced this contest. Every dollar that you issue paid went toward the Banff contest and the Lake Louise. So people, is it Lindsay? Ashley, is there a Lindsay in here? Okay, do I know a Lindsay somewhere? Okay, Ashley. Who was it said I'm really good with names? I'm just telling you, bro. So Ashley, okay? So everybody can, so double counted points toward Banff. So a lot of people that were close on Banff and they were not sure if they were going to make it and they were a little disheartened, we threw another trip at them. So it was double counted points. People say, we're going to do stuff like that this year? Oh, yeah. So let me get this straight. So I can make $400,000 or $500,000 a year and have people doubling up trips and throwing contests at me. Yes. I know that's unusual for the world, Chad, but it's not going to be unusual for us. We're going to live differently than the rest of the world. It's part of my, I'll say mandate, part of my goal that I believe. I'm telling you, Timothy, that is part of the deal. That's the plan, okay? All right, so Darwin, it's rumored that there's going to be some stuff that people should write foresters first, like when you hire a new agent, which it's rumored that you should hire a new agent, okay? And it's rumored that there's bonus points coming if that new agent writes foresters first. Okay? We ain't gonna say
so I'm hearing on the grapevine, and where there's smoke, there's fire.
That's right. I'm telling you. And we ain't
probably a good idea.
We're not mentioning CFG at all because this is about foresters right now, 100%. 100% foresters. You with me? You say, why did you mention it? I didn't. I'm mentioning foresters. Okay, so with that, I got a lot to cover, so we're going to have to move on to who's going to win. I want to do some more suspense stuff, but we can't do it. So, Darwin, here's what I'm leaning toward. I'm leaning toward you tell me who's the 8 veteran agents that were the top 8 veteran agents. Now, the criteria was what you've been writing, and your increase is your points. So if a person was writing a lot, then they had to do a lot more. If a person was writing none, we've switched them over and got them, and all those points count. Does that make sense? I always do, these contests are always like, is this fair? And I'm like, as fair as we could think of at the time. And I've been doing this for 25 years, coming up with them, and sometimes they're good and sometimes they're not, but we just keep shooting at it, keep trying. Okay, so Darwin, I'm going to turn it over to you, and then after he reads the names, Billy, the 8, then I want you to pull that shot up that has 20. Okay? Drum roll, music. Okay,
beautiful.
Darwin, who won? Who's the veteran agent?
All right. Thank you, Andy. So the winners in the veteran agent category, the first name I'm going to read, and here is evidence you can do a whole lot more, because this individual was number 1 with us in 2014 and number 1 again in 2015 and number 1 in the pool, Minerve Profo.
Woo!
Yeah, that's just amazing. Number 2, I can't believe he's considered a veteran, but Jason Mathis. Number 3, and she's been waiting for this announcement. She was pretty sure she's in, but it's official, Debbie Ben. Number 4, Angela S. Hill. Number 5, Sarah Millison. Number 6, she gets to cruise this year, Stephanie Goodrich. Number 7, my pal that we've been going back and forth, Anxious Junior Korea. And here's a real pleasant surprise. Looking forward to hanging out with this couple, Hal Rosen out of St. Louis, Missouri.
I want to talk about all 8 of those, but let me tell you something. 8, Hal and Ellen Rosen. Does anybody see why 8 and significant with them? I'm pretty sure what is it, decade? Decade is 10, right? I think it's their 8th decade on Earth. You hear what I'm telling you? They're veteran agents, and they've been writing like crazy, and they wrote more, and they won another cruise. And to be clear, they also won Banff. Is that awesome? That is so, I love y'all. I love all 8 of you. All right, let's see. All right, scroll down so I can see all 20 of them. Can you do that for me, Billy? Nathan Thomas, dude, you barely missed it. Mac Judy, you barely missed it. Cord Goodson, you barely missed it. Mark Hutchinson, you so close. Mickey Cruz, Terry Edwards, you almost missed it, Terry. Tim Westberg, Diana Johnson, Kat Kimmel, Jan Miller, Miles Gatos, and Brant Swindell. Man, you guys killed it. Warm congratulations. Give them a condolence clap. Darwin might bring you some chapstick down from Canada. And maybe one of those loonies. All right, Darwin. Okay, let's move. Let's move. Keep those handy. Let's move to the agency manager. Darwin, have you got that list?
I do. You want to go with the agency managers next?
I want them next.
All right. So the top 3 agency managers, and let's do a David Letterman. So let's go from 3 and on up to number 1. The number 3 position, my buddy Mark Marcellus.
Woo! Mark and Jen going. That's going to be fun.
Number 2, this guy's been growing and growing. In fact, I think he cloned himself. Dorian Saunders. And in number 1 position, again, evidence that you can do more, Chris Scheitland.
Woo! Okay, here we go. Barely missed it. Mike and Noel Leventovich, Michael and Angie Owens, and Gary Mulder. Oh, hey, constellation clap. Yay! Okay, by the way, if something happens or if somebody can't go, we know who the backup is, don't we? Does that make sense? We know who the backup is, so we want you to know if they can't go because you ain't going to believe it, we scheduled something or this came up, you're the next up. Does that make sense? Okay, now, I want to be clear on something. If you are a brand new agent and you won in the veteran category, you stay in the veteran category, so it takes you out of the new agent category, so now you can't win in the new agent category. Does this make sense to you? Okay, so what happened was, and you'll see when he's calling them out, some agents almost won it in the veteran, but they did win it in the new agent. Was that cool? Okay, so let's do new agents and see who's up and rising up and who won. Let's do the 6 of them. There's top 6. So who are the 6 new agent winners?
All right. So Mac Judy.
That's right. Mac Judy.
That's right. Hey, that was a near miss. That's now a near win. That's great news. Terry Edwards.
Woo!
Tim Westberg.
Woo!
Hey, these are the names you mentioned earlier. Katrina Kimmel. Jan Miller. And last but certainly not least, Miles Gatos.
Okay, so listen to this. This Angela Hill already won in the veteran agent. So she was the number 1 new agent, and so that took her out. So that moved Mac to number 1, or in this category, and it got Miles in. So see, James and Jane Hill are in the back screaming because Miles Gatos is on their team and he won the cruise. Okay, so here's what we call, listen to me. I know what blessed is, but do y'all know, Timothy, you know what who luck is? Who luck? What's your wife's name? Okay, I would call her who luck. Okay, because that's who you married. You lucky. Does that make sense? That's called who luck. Me, I'm lucky. You lucky. I'm lucky. Who luck? You lucky because Angela Hill won in the other category. So who luck? I'm lucky because Kent Chemical gets to go on a cruise with us. That's who luck. In other words, who wins the trip, who's on the team is the who luck. That makes sense? And this is a big deal. Who luck is big because we don't want to be unlucky in the who. You know what I'm saying? We don't want people winning that we don't want to win with. Does that make sense? You don't be married to somebody you don't be married to. You with me? Is you lucky or you blessed? We could call it who blessing. Who you who blessing with? Okay, so let's go. So then let's say almost one. Ben Ortiz. I just had him Saturday morning for 45 minutes talking to him about my man was homeless, living in a truck with his dogs. No, it wasn't. Let me tell you, it was worse. He was living in a car with his dogs. If he'd been in a truck, that'd been different. You see what I'm saying? He was, and now he's got a new beautiful house in Florida. Got his wife and family back with him. Woo! It's an amazing story. Amazing story. And all because of the love and the compassion from some people in the Alliance in the Florida area. Cynthia Craig, baby, you almost made it. Galinda, that gummit girl, you were that close. But you showing up, you winning. Timothy Sipe, oh, dude. Beth Ireland, shoot, she almost won. Terry Edwards, she almost won. Ray Hoskins, Peter Wright, Gus, Bo, you almost there. Have y'all heard about this guy? He's translating the 8 Steps to Success into Spanish for us. It's real close, man. What a giver. See, he's who blessing. He's who luck. We got him. I wish he'd have won a trip. Jenny Patel, Jenny baby, come on now, Texas. Out there with the Texas Jesus with Paul Roberts' team. Alina. Y'all know what country. Look, let me tell you something. She ain't from South Carolina. That's what you know when you see that last name. My Russian cartel, my Russian friend. Diana. Dadgummit, buddy. Brandon Wooten, and James Killett. Okay, I think that's Jim Killett. So, by the way, if you ever have a name that's showing up on a leaderboard that's not what they go by, email us and we'll change it on leaderboards and categories so we say their name like they want it said rather than, be like a telemarketer. You know what I'm saying? Telemarketer don't know what your name is. They just read Benjamin Franklin. No, my name's Bobby. Okay, all right. So, okay, let's go back to the agents. Let's go back to the senior agents. Billy, can you pop that up? The senior agents, the veteran agents. Yeah. Okay, so let me tell y'all what's going to go down. We now have 8 lottery tickets. And here's the way we're going to do it. This is how we do it. Okay, is anybody in here that won a trip? Is anybody in here that won a trip? Did y'all win this trip? You didn't win a cruise. Okay, anybody here downline won a trip? Paul Menachino, Andy Riddle, James and Jane. Okay, y'all come up here. Give them a hand real quick. Woohoo! I mean, are these pre-mixed up, Amber? Are these pre-mixed up? They didn't stick them together, did they? Okay, so here's the deal. All right, so here's the deal. Here's the way this is going to go down. Look, if I draw Debbie's okay, lottery tickets. Darwin, you still there, Bo?
Absolutely. I'm hanging on the edge of my seat.
Okay, would y'all clap for Foresters and Darwin Herm? Okay, there's 1,172 lottery tickets. And people talk about how good is the Alliance. Well, your chances is 1 in 1,072, unless your name is in there 22 times. Okay, if your name is in there 22 times, hold on that, then you got 22 chances out of 1,072. I understand that the lottery Powerball up right now is up to 1. Pull that back up. They didn't win. They didn't win nothing. How much is the Powerball up to right now? 1.5 billion. Even? There's not no 1.5, 233 million, 87 cents. 1.5 billion. Quit messing with them dadgum things. 229 agents' names are in here. 1,074 lottery tickets. I actually think there's more lottery tickets than that now, Amber. I think it went up. So it's more than that. So, okay, listen to this. The odds of winning the 1 billion, if you were buying 100 tickets a week at your gas station to win the lottery, ever since my good friend and person I love more than anything in the world, Jesus was born, you would not have a 50-50 chance of winning the Powerball. If you'd been buying 100 tickets a day since my man was born, okay? That's crazy. And that is a quote from Kenneth Alexander, a math professor. Now, this is a quote from Chris Revis. So we don't know about the validity of either one of them. He said you got a better chance of drowning while being hit by lightning at the same time, a chance of winning that lottery ticket. And, you know, but somebody going to win. You know, we call it the tax on the poor people. And, okay, so but with this contest, let me tell you how this deal is going to go down. We draw a name out, and Stephanie Goodrich's name is drew out because her name's in there a lot for every 2,500. Her name goes away. And Nathan Thomas goes up. Oh! Does that make sense? So if I pull Angela Hill's name out and Stephanie Goodrich, Nathan goes up, and so does Mac Judy. Y'all tracking on this? So y'all, back in the back, Amber, y'all got to help me, because if it goes to a different name, we got to keep track of who's where. So y'all got to have these out, writing on them, and get a game plan down. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. So, do you know other agents? Do you have other agents that's names are in the pot?
Yes.
Who else do you have in this that you're positive of? And you would consider it who luck if you got their name out?
So Nikki, who's here, Nikki McMillan.
Oh, that would be who luck.
Paul Minikino, who's right up here. Justin Balick should be in there. Jasmine Lightbourne should be in there.
Aha!
June Lee should
USA,
be in there.
baby.
Right. We should also be in there.
Hold
I'm just
that.
saying.
That would be who
I'm
luck
just
right there.
saying.
They can't see inside.
Who am I forgetting?
We gotta cover it up where they can't. There we go. Something like that. And I'd pull something over where they got to make them reach in there.
Good
Don't let me
job,
drop this
Miles.
thing. It'd be a mess. Okay. All right. All right. So Jane, pick one name. Jane.
I'm allowed to, because
Yes.
I may. Okay.
I hope
all
you
right.
draw your own name. Just one. Make sure
one.
it's just one.
This one.
Who is it?
Norman Gordon.
Woohoo! Norman Gordon. You know what? The crazy thing is, he might have just wrote 2,500. I don't know. He might have had 10 lottery tickets in there or one, but Norman is in the house. Okay. Let's do Andy Riddle.
I don't have one in there.
You don't have one in there? You didn't write 2,500?
Oh.
Norman Gordon.
That guy's got to play the Powerball.
I normally don't recommend that you buy one of those tickets. Darwin, if I'm you, I'm emailing Norman and say, Bo, seriously, pick up the pace. That is crazy. All right, go for it. Just one.
Brandy Irwin.
Brandy Irwin! Woo! Brandy Irwin! Your buddy, Alex Fitzgerald. She's going! She's going! Woohoo! All right.
How many
up
more
in
are we
there.
picking?
We've got 8 winners, so how many are we down to?
Does Norman?
We've done 2. Dorman only counts as
Yeah.
one, so we got
Okay.
6 more. Just one, easy, just one.
Tim Westberg.
Up. He already won.
Did he?
Wait, that's good. Let's go to the one, see who moved up. So where are we? Tim Westbrook. Ben Ortiz! Woo! Ben Ortiz! Ben! You're in the house! I'm so excited! That is so awesome! Ben Ortiz! You know why you lucky? Because Tim Westbrook's name got drew out. Who luck? Y'all see how this game is played? You starting to get it now? All right. Paul Minikino, just get one. Just get one. It's a good one.
Ron Osias.
Ron Osias! Ron Osias! Ron Osias, part of the Lampy team. All right, here we go. Nikki, your name's got to be in there. Paul, you got a name. Come on now. I'm trying to move it around to get the one I want. You know, I don't want to be tempted. How many of y'all get tempted?
Debbie Ben.
Let's
So
see.
she's
Let's
already,
go.
but
Who goes?
she's already on there.
Who goes? Nathan Thomas!
Good job.
Woo! Woo! This is crazy how this works. How many names have we got? How many's that? Huh? 3 more left. You still got a shot. You got a 300% chance of winning. There's 300s, 3 chances, 3 yeses, 3 absolutes. Here he goes. It is Miles Gatos. Who did it mean? Who's next? Who's next? Miles Gatos. Cynthia Craig! Woo! Cynthia Craig is in the house. All right, here we go. Mix it up. Go.
Good one right there.
That's a good one right there.
Jason Mathis.
Who goes up? Mac.
Cord.
Cord Goodson! Cord!
All right.
My buddy Cord Goodson! Cord! Yes! Yes! Hey, Bo, they fly you down there, too. This is awesome, Bo. We're going to have a good time. This is getting better. This is better than it would start. This is more of my friends. How many more we got? All right, last one. It's all up to you, Paul. For the right one.
All right.
No. All right, reach in there. Stir it around. Reach down there deep.
Right.
Get to one. Just one.
Just one?
Who is it? If we had 2.
Mecca Brown.
Mecca Brown! Mecca Brown! Okay. Darwin, I think that does it, right? Darwin?
Yeah, Andy, yes, sorry, I just missed the name of David. Who was the 5th guy drawn?
Nathan Thomas
Nathan?
won and Cord Goodson won. Do you have those down?
I do now, and I know that I'd had an email from Cord at the end of the year, so I'm glad it all worked out for you, Cord. Congratulations for the winners. Andy, I'd like to take all the time. You know what? Let's just spend that time together on the cruise ship. I know you've got a lot to cover, but again, I want to thank everyone. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone at NatCon next week. We're hosting a dinner on Thursday night for some distinguished guests. Many of the people that were drawn today and producing and growing with you, and we look forward to it every year, and I just can't wait to get to NatCon 2016 on the 21st.
That's what I'm talking about. NatCon coming.
And if you don't have a ticket, go get one.
If you don't have a ticket, go get one. All right. Y'all grab a seat. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Oh, man. So, gosh. I want all these people in my office afterwards because I want to talk to them, because I want to meet. I really would rather talk to y'all and just meet each one of you. But I think I know this is an important message. And so I want to let you know there's no more meal tickets available at the convention, and there's soon going to be no tickets. So we need for you to get your ticket now and come to convention, okay? It's huge, it's big, you need to be there. It's very, very important for you, not for me. For you, you need to be there. I'm telling you, I can go on, and if you know somebody hadn't, explain to them if they don't go, we're not mad at all. We promise, we won't even remember it, we won't forget about it. You say, well, then why do we have to go? Because of what you get out of it, how it's going to change your life. You're going to learn how to make money. You're going to learn how to have fun. You're going to learn happiness. You're going to see a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm telling you, it'll change your life. It's life-changing. I'm not kidding. Talk to somebody. Talk to them. Help them. Give them a place to stay. Help them with transportation. Help them with a ticket. Help them. Get everybody there. This is going to be a life-changing event of a lifetime. I feel this one stronger than I have ever felt one. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so I blasted this text out. It said, how to get through it all. So raise your hand out there, even out there that are watching me, if you'd like to know how to get through it all. How many of you know what it all is? You know, and you know that yours is something different, but there's stuff you're trying to get through. I said, I want to show you how to get through it all. And I said, not just through it, but to flourish. Okay? So a lot of things came to my mind when I was thinking about this. There's situations going in my life and other my friends' personal lives. And I thought, they need to get through it all. And we talk about this. Now, I thought of a country song like I normally do. It's called, When You're Going Through Hell, Keep On Running. You see that part? You understand that part so far? Don't stop. That is not the time when you're going through that. That's a country song. It's a great one. You should look it up and read it and listen to it and the whole thing. Okay, now, I want to tell you this, and I don't want to offend anybody, so anybody's offended if I talk about my faith a little bit, don't be offended, so just like tune it out and just skip to the next part. But I want to tell you this, for me, how to get through it all, okay? I'm like this little kid. He's praying to God, and he says, God, take care of Mommy, take care of Daddy, even though my daddy's not here, even though my mommy's not here, or they're right there and I love them. I take care of them. Help my brother. Help my community. Help the President of the United States. Bless these green beans. I don't want to eat them, but bless them to my body. Pray that Mom and Daddy don't make me go to bed early tonight. Pray that they'll let me go. Okay, and here's what he wrapped up with. Here's the most important part. He said, and God, take care of yourself. Take care of your health. Take care of your mind. Take care of your heart. Take care of yourself, God. Because if you sink, we all done. That's the way I am. That's the way I am. I'm just telling you, without God, I'm sunk. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this stuff. I'm going to tell you this stuff, these items, these psychological, these spiritual truths, these things to get through it all. But just know it comes back to that for me. Even with all this, I don't know about you what it takes, okay? All right, I don't want to offend and I don't want to call anybody out, but I don't want you to think I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about hurts. I'm talking about real pain where it just hurts, like it hurts, like worry, you're wondering, doubt, you're not sure. That hurts because you're unclear and you're unsure. Your health. You've got cancer, your mama's got cancer, your dad is losing his mind. Oh my God, if you have anybody that has dementia or you're losing your mind and you're going like, I can't remember stuff, or you've got what do you call Alzheimer's, or your parents, oh, I can't imagine the pain. You want a baby so bad, and your husband, I hear you. I know it hurts. You don't understand, Andy. I don't, because I ain't never had a baby. I don't understand how it hurts when you have one or when you don't have one. You understand? That's two pains. But I got other pains. How about you're broke, you've got no money, your kids are asking for a Christmas and you didn't have any. They want to go on vacation, they want to go see grandma, they want to play hockey, ice hockey, and you can't afford the stuff. I hear you, that hurts for the kids. And the food you're having to eat, and it hurts. This is real pain. You want to get married, but you can't find the right one, and every time you turn around, he's the wrong one or she's the wrong one, and you're up, God, it hurts. Your wife, your husband won't sleep with you. He won't give you time. He don't love you the most. He loves the children more. He loves his mother more than he loves you. Can you imagine the hurt out there? Like I said, I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just telling you. People got back pain. A friend of mine's got back pain. A friend of mine's struggling to lose weight. A friend of mine can't gain weight. A friend of mine's got a daughter who can't gain weight. A friend of mine's got a son who can't. You understand what I'm saying? This is the stuff that people dealing with. And it hurts. It's a real hurt. Don't tell people, oh, forget about it. I understand it's not the worst idea in the world. But we can give you something better to say to people than just forget about it, or it ain't real. It's not real. Brother, it's real pain. I don't know if my spouse is going to heaven. I don't know if they're going to hell. Drinking problems, drug problems, over-the-counter drug problems, pornography problems. I just can't. I just like it. I just can't. I hear you, man. Pain. Old relationships. People not feeling loved. Lonely. Anybody lonely? People everywhere but feel lonely. Okay. I'm going to talk to you about that, okay? We can't, I'm going to tell you some stuff about it. All right, so number one, if we can do this, let's shoot for all we can do, not minimums. People shoot for minimums. They ask what's the minimum, and they shoot for it, and they barely miss it, and they end up losing. They end up dead. They end up late. They end up behind. They end up missing out. Minimums. Shooting for minimums in love, shooting for minimums, shooting for, okay. All right? Now, listen to this. People think that stuff is free to you, Andy, and to you, Adam. You with me? And it's Gabriel. Free to Gabriel. They think it's free to you. They come to your house and they eat at your house. Let me tell you something. Here's some things. Shoot for all you can do. That's one thing. Understand that stuff costs people. It costs me. People will jump in my plane and they go, hey man, thanks for the ride. And I go, you know that costs $4,000. You with me? But they act like it didn't cost anything. Okay? People come to your house and they eat your food and they don't pick up the dishes. They don't say thank you. They're not respectful because they think it's free. You hand a person a book or a CD. I mail out 1,000 and people think that's free for me to do. They think I just get stuff free. They think, Gina, they think you fly around the country and you get to stay away from field, and they think it don't bother you that you have to fly. They think that when you go, it's free for you and it's free for me. It's just in my budget. Y'all hear me? They do. And then people steal your stuff. I have a CD and they copy it. They don't mean harm. They just think it's free. They think nothing costs me anything anyway. They think the effort, energy, and time to make it was free. So they don't feel obligated to pay any money. I had a guy reach by a table and pull something off this week. And one of our agents saw it. Other agent. Now listen, we got to give him a benefit of the doubt. We got to say that maybe he didn't realize it cost money. Okay, remember the benefit of the doubt? You may have heard this, but whenever somebody does something wrong, we give them the benefit of the doubt. We're not judging them. Okay, by the way, I'm not here to judge anybody or get mad at anybody. I'm here to tell you, for you to realize that things cost money. It's called gratitude and appreciation and understanding for the other guy. If somebody asks you to ride in your car and they don't ask, and they never say anything about, hey, can I kick in for gas? You know why? They think it's free. They're in my house, they think everything's free. Or they think I'm rich, so it don't matter. But they think you're rich, so it don't matter. So you see, in other words, think about it when you do it to other people, that you think about it with me. Or when you think of your upline, or you think about the alliance, or when you think about leads, or when you think about the insurance carrier. When Darwin and them just give you money, it's not free to Darwin. It's real money. Does that make sense? Stop thinking. So this is how to get through it all. It costs. Stuff costs money. Okay? Stuff costs effort for everybody. Freedom's not free. Getting through everything is going to cost something. Prepare to spend. Does that make sense? It's going to get out of jail, you got to pay. You got to get through that hell. Running ain't all it's going to take. Okay? All right. They put it off. People put it off till tomorrow. Let me tell you something. If that guy had got that book, I don't know if he put it back or paid, but if he'd got it off, he's going to pay later. There's an old saying that goes, pay me now, pay me later. Which costs more, now or later? Can I say it at one time? Now or later? Which costs more? Later always costs money. I'm telling you, if you're going through it and you want to get through it all, I'm going like, how am I going to get through all this all? I got to do it now. Okay. Convention. You need to go to a convention for self-help and change. I can't afford to do it now. I'm going to go in 6 months. Doing it later. It's going to cost you. What's costing more now? If you sell everything you got, if you naked and walk all the way and start today, you can get there. If you're in California, I think you can get there in that amount of days. If you naked and start walking, you can get there. It's going to cost you less than if you wait. And by the way, if that's your only option is walking naked to the convention, you'll think of a different way. You know what I could do? You know what I could do? I go like, hey, I can't help what you could have done. I'm telling you, pay me now or pay me later. Pay the piper now or pay the piper later, baby. Quit putting it off. Quit trying to cheap your way through stuff. Again, I am not mad at anybody. I want to keep saying this because they're going to do you the same way, Dave. So any way you're doing me, they're going to do you. And I don't want them to do you, so I'm telling you, think about me. And the way I'm going to do Maxwell is the way you're going to do me. Did I pay heavy? Oh, yeah. Do I copy his stuff, knock his stuff off? No, no. You with me? Do I sell his books? Yeah. Do I buy tons of them from him? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Think of this thing. Think this is real stuff. This is what people, this is how you get through. Think it, and it's going to cost. Okay. All right, next. Whatever you push down and put off, it's like pushing something down in dirt. It's going to grow inside of you. So if it's an apology you need to do it now. If it's a book you need to buy, order it now. I text Amber, get 2, get 10 of these. Do them now. Order it now. If it's a CD you need to listen to it now. Okay? Now's a big deal. Don't think. Listen to this. A buddy of mine told me, he said, the funniest, craziest, most wildest thing that changed my life. He said, you insurance agents will be in somebody's house and they'll tell you they're healthy, and you write down, yeah, healthy, 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 and then later on you find out they're on medication for diabetes. And so you say to them, you say, how come you didn't tell me you have diabetes? And they go, I don't have diabetes. I take a pill and it keeps my sugar in line. Does that make sense? Yeah. They think that because they take a pill, they're healthy. That's the same concept of I'll steal it, I won't go, and I'm healthy. You see the concept? And so their life is confused, thinking it's good when it does seem good. Their blood sugar is good because they're on medication. But their own medication, they're medicating, they're drugged, and they don't know it. You with me on that? So you got to recognize when you're putting off, when you're expecting it's free and the other guy gets it for free, when you expect it free, when you push it down, when you delay it, okay? All right. Pain of now versus the pain of getting better. Like, I'm going to tell you this. I know how hard this hurts. Crunch down on celery. Hurts. I'm about ready to gag right now. Versus the ease of a donut. Stuff will melt in your mouth. Bro, I didn't write the rules. I'm just saying hello. The pain of now eating celery versus getting better. I guess the pain, does that make sense? Getting better. Weight-wise. I'm not kidding you. I don't know if I have my notes. A guy's got $100 million in cash. Wants to know who to give it with, who to give it to, how to give it away, how to dispose of it, who to donate it to make him feel better in his life. Get this. My man is my height. Go 475. You with me? Does that make sense? He's trying to medicate this with giving that away. Does that make sense? His focus was on one thing. That's how he got it. Because focus is how you get something. That's why you can't focus on 32 things, but you also can't focus on just one thing. It'll mess you up. All right. Okay, now I want to be clear. Some things that are hurting in your life, you didn't cause. Okay? You get cancer, you didn't cause it. You have a gene, you have a relative. There's things that do happen. And I'm going to tell you how to get through those things too. The one thing I don't want you to do is cause more problems while we're getting through all this. And while we're getting through the things that you didn't cause, you can't cause other problems. You can, but please don't. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Okay, here's what people do. They go for a minimum like the cruise points because the urgent got in the way. And they hit the minimum except for one thing. There's 3 policies that fall off. Guess who they want to fix it? Somebody else. Me. To fix it. They don't want to admit it now that they were going for minimums. Or they say, I admit I was going for minimums, but I still want you to fix it. You see, you got to pay. Pay now. Pay now. It's very difficult. My wife, who's just sweetest, cutest, littlest thing in the world, And I don't know how she eats stuff she eats. She'll say as tiny as she stays. I don't like it. And she said, you want some apple bread this morning? And I was like, I got an apple. About fainted right there when I said I get an apple. I mean, really. I'm not kidding you. I didn't happy. Okay. You're creating it. You got to admit it. You got to fix it. Do you have what I'm saying on the minimums? So the same thing on the cruise. There'll be somebody who'll say, I didn't like the way you loaded lottery tickets. Or if you'd have done it this way, it would have been me. Well, number one and number two, they're not threatened because they didn't go for a minimum. Now, somebody said to me, and a nice person said, I was writing a lot of business before, so I couldn't win. Does that make sense? In other words, because it was how much you went up. When in fact, the woman that Darwin said she was already, was it Minerva? Minerva was already the number one in the country and also was number one increase. See, when you look at it like that, it ain't somebody else that made the rules. It's not free from the nerve. She had to make a decision. Television, Friday night party, basketball game. You with me? Glass of wine, 18 beers, a little bit of Coke. Does that make sense? How about a little YouTube, little funny videos on YouTube? You have to make decisions. So how to get through it all? Okay, I'm trying to make it easy. How to get through it all? You created it. You solve it. You created it. Stop making other problems. Okay, don't. And when you do make a problem, admit it. Okay, I have a guy who said, well, let me do this. Last thing you want to do is this. You know you did it. You know you did it. Nobody else's fault. Then you start thinking, God made me who I am. So then you blame God. Bad problem. Ultimate blooper. Ultimate boo-boo. Does that make sense? Yeah. Don't go there. Okay, so we got to go like, now, here's what a man said to me. He said, hey, bro, fell off a wagon. I was trying to figure out what wagon he fell off, to be honest with you, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he went back on drugs, back on porn, back on alcohol. I don't know his life. I know he's got stuff he's dealing with, but he was upset. And he said, I don't want to disappoint you and any of your leaders because I know they've been there for loving them. Let me explain something to you, bro. We love you. It's like I'm not mad at a person I feel stole or done wrong. I'm not mad at him because he fell back. It's not my deal. My deal is like, bro, it's time to get up. I called my man real quick. I said, bro, we'll blame you. Man, there's stuff out there. This is not a earthly thing we're fighting. It's a spiritual thing. Throw it off, shack it off. We got to go, Bo. Get back on the wagon. Whatever wagon you fell off, let's get back on this wagon or another wagon. But let's get on something that's moving through hell. You know what I mean? Let's get through this stuff. Right. Let's get out to the good stuff. I can't judge you, Bo. I can't judge you. Some of our perfect people might can. But I've already surveyed. We ain't got none on our team. You know what that would be like? All this is you letting your present get in the way of your future. Don't let your now mess up your tomorrow. I understand now you're dealing with something. Well, now that you're dealing with it, let's don't create something that has two nows in the future. I had this woman, she said, here's what I think I ought to do. I think I'll leave my husband. Matter of fact, I'm in the car leaving. And my wife, I say, don't. You got problems. Let's deal with those problems. By the way, he was not beating her up. You know what I'm saying? She was not running from that. She was running for some emotional pain that she perceives to hurt like crazy because it really does. And we said, where are you going? And let me tell you something. Where she was going was not going to make her now better. It was going to make her now worse because I knew where she was headed, who she was hanging out to. To be clear, it was another girl, but to be clear, it was a girl that was going to do bad, that would give her bad advice. I know the situation. We're going like, let's keep your problem now and let's address it without creating another problem. Does that make sense? Okay. The decisions you made yesterday is what you're paying for today or enjoying today. The decisions you make today is what you're going to pay or enjoy tomorrow. Does that make sense? How hard is this? Well, the hard part is the choices. I tell you what is, let me give you an old one. Shortcut. Try to get it for free. Try to shortcut it. Try to cheat. If nobody, so I like this line. If nobody knows, it's not cheating. If I don't get caught, it's not cheating. That, to be clear, I'm telling you, it's in your head. And you're going to have to wiggle around that thought later on. Now, to be clear, I want everybody to understand this. My goal is right now, going forward, I'm going to do better. I'm not trying to say you're an idiot, a moron, and you can't make it, Albright. I'm saying you can get better. So, Albright, are you talking to yourself? Yes. Are you talking to yourself? Are you saying that to yourself? Are you saying you can't make it? See, Andy even knows. Or are you saying now we're getting ready to rock the house? We're getting ready to go forward. Not going to pay the price. I'm going to find a way around. Winning costs time, effort, money, energy, sacrifice. Hello. Are you willing to pay the price? By the way, losing, coming in last place, coming in below the mark, failed relationships, it costs money. It costs time. It costs energy. You don't win. That girl wasn't going to win. This guy's not going to win when they go out there and cheat. It's just not going to win. They're not going to get ahead. You say, well, Andy, what am I going to do? That's what I'm telling you. What you're going to do is you're going to say, I did it, and you're going to start paying. And you're going to pay quick as you can. You're going to admit it, and we're going to move on. All right. Most people sacrifice their future. You know why? They want to feel better now. I just had a friend that did the ultimate. He sacrificed his future so he could feel better now. So, Andy, is it a coincidence this is what you're saying today? Nope. Nope. The hardest things I've ever experienced, thought about, I can't think about it right now, or I will go away from you and I won't be able to come back to you. You with me? Like, well, who would do it? No, don't worry about it. I'm telling you, people sacrifice today. They sacrifice their future for today because they want to feel better today. They want it to go today. All right, listen to this. They allow the urgent to get in the important. What's important to you? I'm in pain now. I want to fix it. I want to drug it. I want to medicate it. I want to escape. Now I want to escape. But what about your future? Wait a minute. That's only important. The future, my children, the example I set for my children, that's important. But this is urgent. That's what people do. You say, I've seen the quadrants. Urgent's good. Urgent is good. But important's got to happen. If everything goes into the urgent, nothing gets into the important, and you don't do it. So rank them. Think about it. What's important? How do I do that, Andy? Write these questions down. All right? Decisions and choices. Here's some good questions. The quality of your life will be determined, is it Tiffany? By the questions you ask yourself. Whose life am I going to brighten today? Sean, what 3 things am I grateful for? See, you can't think about who's doing you wrong. What's your name? Angelo? You can't think about who's doing you wrong and how bad it hurts when you're thinking about what the 3 things you are grateful for. What are the 3 things I'm grateful for? What memories am I going to create today? I'm going to remember this talk a long time. I'm going to remember sitting on the floor seats with y'all at the Florida State game. You with me? I'm going to introduce you to my human resources director in textile mill for 10 years. And my boss, Cheryl's going to be there. That's a memory, baby. And I've given him a $1,200 seat. One game. Here you go, buddy. He don't know, but he knows. I'm telling you. What memories are you creating today? What challenge am I going to come over today? What am I going to whoop today? What challenge am I going to beat down today? Which one thing? What value could I create today? I was out with a buddy yesterday. God, crazy wealthy. Crazy. Interesting things about him. Good friend, owns a VC firm, venture capital. Oh my gosh, his house, unbelievable. I ain't going to start telling you how rich he is. He's a nice guy. And he says, Andy, I like you. You have a way more balanced life. You're here with your daughter. You're going tomorrow with friends. Help me more balanced. You know, I was thinking, what can I do for this man? And I told this man, I said, brother, the way you are is awesome. Matter of fact, I started selling him on this book right here, Off Balance. I said, I got a book called Off Balance, and I don't think you are off balance. But when I think about this book, I think you are off balanced. Here's what I know. His wife's sitting right beside him. Sweet thing, Carol, okay? And Cheryl. And Cheryl, right there, you know? Cheryl like the girl name, like Cheryl like the guy name. You know, like my boss man, Cheryl. But, you know, and he's telling about his daughter and how much she looks like my daughter and how he's talking to her and coaching her and telling her this. My man's on track. The rest of the world trying to devalue my man, trying to tell him he's off balance. You know why? Because he don't like sports. He don't go to ball games. But he said, I said, what can I do for you? One thing you want me to help him get more on balance. The other thing he said is, bring me to more games like this. I said, you serious? He said, yes. I said, I got some courtside seats. He's like, we're in. I'm thinking a friend. Does that make sense? Who are you going to bring value to today? All right? How much joy? I'm saying, can I help y'all? I mean, I'm like, if I can bring some joy, if I can make y'all laugh, if I can give you one thought, what joy can you, how can I be happy today? Well, I'll tell you one thing. My friend said we get a 9 o'clock game, not a 7 o'clock game. So we were like, we're going to be hungry. So what I thought is, we're going to get something good to eat. I'm going to tell you what, that's how I bring joy. I'm going to eat something good. I'm not going to a cheap spot, bro. Does that make sense? That's right. Joy. You with me? We ain't bringing no joy to them Florida State people. Okay? All right. What life-changing decision am I going to make today? He said, dude, you don't just sit there and think that, do you? Yeah. What life-changing decision am I going to make? See, these are things that you can ask yourself which will determine the quality of your life when you ask these questions. All right. How about this, Andy? What's the greatest pain in your life? What hurts you? What makes you cry? You lost your buddy, your wife, your children, Andy Riddle, Tim Goad, God, Jesus, other people you don't know. This is my toughest thing. A undeveloped potential. A person who has it right in front of them. Happiness, just a split second away and they don't have it. And I'm like, my tummy hurts. Money. A guy wants money because he wants to do, not because he's greedy, but he wants to do good things for his family. And I know he could have it. I know he could have that brand new pool. I know he could have that pool that's behind his house, beside his house. I know that pool could be cleaned and perfect and beautiful, just like that. And I know that hill behind his house is a valley. I know he could have put a dam down there and put a pond and put a water fountain in it. And I can see how he would do it. And I can see it. And I want to tell him, it hurts me. It's the biggest pain. I do have a temper. I do get mad. This will get it there. Does that make sense? Like, you should pray not to have it. You worry about your problems, I'll worry about mine. By the way, if you were living up to all your potential, you'd eliminate one of my problems. So here I go. Now I'm blaming somebody else on my problems. That makes sense? Y'all's fault. Relationships. People could have that relationship they dream of with their wife, that relationship with their husband, the relationship with their child, back with their mother, just like that. You see, I see it. I'm like, just like this thing, that thing. Sometimes I don't even see it, but I see that they could. You with me? That is my toughest pain. It hurts me. I hurt for them. It's a real hurt too, by the way. You know, people say, oh, he ain't really. Oh, no, really, it hurts. Really, it bothers me. Can you imagine that if it's somebody you love and you see the potential, you see what they could have? Ow, ow, ow. How do I get through it all? Remember it? Remember, some things I can't control, I don't make it worse. See what I'm saying? So if I can't control it, at least I don't make it worse. What else do you do, Andy? I'm getting to it. I know this, to fix something, it costs money. I know if I fix me, I'm better off that I can set the example. This is it. I'm telling, I know. Okay, let's just keep talking about it. All right. What do I do now? Why do I keep messing up? Who cares? Where's the answer? Am I answering some of those for y'all right now? Who cares? We care. We love you. Your team loves you. Paul Roberts cares about you. Alex Fitzgerald cares. Listen to me. He cares about you. You know, you don't talk about me. Oh, no, you. I'm talking about Michael Owens cares about you. Oh, no, you. Dane Levine that cares about. No, you. That's Andy Riddle that cares about you. Somebody cares. Remember my first comment? I know one that cares about me. If he goes under, we're all in big trouble. That's right. So somebody cares is huge. The whole world is wondering this. And then if they say, well, I know God cares, but who on earth cares? Adam Katz, Beth Katz cares. Sarah cares. Hey, Sarah, his little girl just got her license. His little girl just got her license and got on an airplane by herself and flew up to Rhode Island and riding in a car, training with Debbie Ben. Woo! Sarah cares about you. Jane Albright hurts for people. You with me? Do you care? Do you care about Jane Albright? Mike Hartlib cares, Jane. Terry, you care? Terry cares about you. James Hill, you care about him? Yes, James, see, the world wants into the alliance. Everybody's starting to. Some at left want to come back. Some going to leave. See, because you know why? They want what we got. Say, they want our leads. Oh, they want our leads. They want our love. They want our direction. They want our mission. Right. They want what we got. Invitation only. Invitation only, baby. No, this ain't a one come all. You gotta answer an ad, or we gotta call you, and then the carrier has got to approve you. They want it. They want what we got. Hey, let me tell y'all something. This is going to mess y'all up, especially the older ones and the younger ones. All right? The older you get, the harder all this gets. You know why? You've been married longer. Your mama's older. Your daddy's older. My back's hurting right there. Hold on 1 second. Let me. And your health is not as good as it used to be. And your friends' health. And your relatives' health. It's more complicated. Relationships. When you were 12, you didn't have nobody but your friends. Remember? And when you was in the first grade, all you had was the people that eat at your lunch table. That's the only ones you had to deal with, Mama and Daddy, right? Now, then next thing you know, you sit at 2 tables. Then next thing you know, you notice the girls. You with me? Does that make sense? And then, see how that complicates it? So now do y'all know why we recruit the younger people? I'm not kidding you. That's probably the truth. So what happens, Gina, the older people have more, or do they? I'll start to say wisdom. They might not. They might be as dumb as when they were in 8th grade. If they ain't read no book, if they hadn't had the power of association, if nobody's been coaching them, if they ain't been listening to no audio tapes, if they've not been growing inside spiritually and mentally, then they got 10 times more problems and not smarter. Let me tell you something. When you're 8 years old, you can't be, well, I guess you could be broke, but it's not a problem. When you're 28 and married, got a baby on the way, or got 2 kids, money's a problem. Wasn't a problem when you was young and nothing, right? So we get young people. How about when you're rich? Let me explain something to you. You would not believe the text I was doing today trying to coordinate for these tickets to make sure everybody gets there. That's on my list. And my network. I'm trying to text people out. My thumb's killing me. I finally called Amber and I said, press here and then press there. Press here. You press while I got to do this. And then Billy had to mic me up. I mean, you know, it's just like one thing after another I have to deal with. And my daughter, she's 21. I took her last night, and her first comment to me was, I'm going to Hurricanes game with you tonight. I was like, yes. She says, I get to get my drink tickets. No, you don't. Rewind time. Rewind time. I did not have that problem just a few days ago. If I recruit her and she's 21, you see what I'm saying? I got a son who, listen, yesterday, Spencer got an invite. Well, if any kid that goes to the school, if they wanted to, they could sign up to meet the board of trustees. And Spencer texted us. He said, just want to let y'all know I signed up to meet the trustees. Why? Why? Get to know them before you need them. That's right. That's right. Come to convention. Do what my 17-year-old son knows to do. Sign up. Okay? All right, Andy, let's get them young. Is there any danger there? Yeah. They got a lot of energy, and they think they know everything, and they think they ain't going to get old. And they cocky. God. Because they've not experienced the problems we've experienced. They ain't seen the troubles we've seen. They ain't seen the complications they can create. But they know. They know. You know why? Because they're clear. They're crystal clear. They're young. Whereas we say things like, oh no. Well, when somebody says, you want to go? Lori, I see you hear me. If somebody says, you want to go? Lori says, I'm not sure. Young people say, I'm in. And then they go, you got to have a place. You got to have a place to stay when you go to convention. They go, oh yeah, I do. While they're walking, while they're going toward the convention, they're realizing they got to have a place to stay. Old people think, I got to have a place to stay. I don't know if I can go. It's both of them. Now here's the good news: the young ones we got more time with, right? Why is that? Because we got more time with. That's the way the cycle works. Okay. Harry Truman said this. I argue with people, some of my friends and some of my bigger friends and even bigger income people. This is not an argument. I know the truth. Here's the way the truth goes. This is Harry Truman said it. The only thing new is history you ain't heard about. I got psychology experiments that you've never read about. I've got things with mice and with monkeys and with fleas that I've read scores of psychology books. You've never heard that experiment before. And if you ain't never heard it, you don't have to think about it. So now you can make a decision without thinking. It's called a mistake without the proper guidance. Because Andy don't know. I like that because he's old. I remember I used to think that about people. I don't know, you don't know because you're old. But I think that's the opposite way around. You know, you should know because he's seen it before. Okay, you say, well, Truman, what the heck's he know? Well, here's a guy that I think is the wisest person that ever lived. He said, there's nothing new under the sun. You know what I'm talking about? That king guy, Solomon. Nothing new under the sun. One of my young friends that I'm coaching, and I like him because he's one of the smartest, most aggressive. He's like a sponge. But I've got into it a couple times with him, and I go, bruh, See what I'm telling you? Because he's like, that's a new one. I go, that's not a new one. It's one you haven't seen before. I've seen it twice. He's like, twice in 51 years. I said, bro, if I've seen it once, it's happened before. If I read it in the Bible, it's happened before. Why do you think it's new? They always tell us, people go like, people mean nowadays. And I always go, my mama said that her brothers would take two kitty cats, tie their tails together, and throw it over a clothesline, which for young people don't know a clothesline, a wire. Throw it over a wire with their tails tied together and let them fight to the death. People mean nowadays. You hear about anybody doing this week? No, we spade them and neuter them nowadays. It's not new, brother. You just don't know yet. All right. Ask for wisdom. Input from the right people. Who's talking to you? Are they where you want to be in life? Money-wise, happiness-wise, marriages-wise, friendship-wise, smiling-wise, friends around them-wise, respected-wise? How about the people I bring around you? Do you pay? Do you donate? Do you contribute? Are you grateful? Or do you watch how they help your people and you're not grateful? Does that make sense? Do you hold back? Oh, okay. Some of you have been around for 2 days, 2 months, 2 years, and you're still trying to decide about my agenda. You're still trying to decide if I'm trying to get rich and hold you down. I show you him, I show you him, I show you them, I show you her, and you still won't commit to copy. I see it. It's costing you time. It's costing you time. It's costing you time. It's no trick agenda. People same way about Jeff Bright. They go like, I question his agenda. What do you mean? Well, because, experiments he's doing, he's just playing with us. He don't want to help. You don't hear the part where he said he's not passionate about the community college anymore? He wasn't passionate about life. He'd lost all of his passion. Now he's got it because he's here to help people. You're out Tim Go. People say, Tim Go don't seem to be real. One of my best friends said he just don't seem to be real. And after about 2 years, my friend said, I think he's real. My friend cost him 2 years of that opportunity. I have people say the same thing about Fitz. I don't think Fitz's agenda is real. I don't think Paul Roberts' agenda is real. Paul's like, I'm going to help you. I quit drinking. I'm going to help you quit drinking. Oh, he's just trying to, what? What is your deal? When the right people are trying to help, when the books, the tapes, the CDs, our convention, quit fighting the real deal and start believing. This is how to get through it. You're losing time, dadgummit. Young people, they think they know more. So then it takes them 6 months or 9 months of errors, and some continue to make them because they don't want to commit. You know why? Because it's not their idea. Because it's pride and ego. Because they got their ideas. Why? Because they've not experienced the history that I've experienced. Or they've not experienced the history that Jeff has experienced. Or David, or John Gordon, or John Maxwell. John Maxwell will tell them, Andy's got this deal, here's the deal. And they just fight it because of ego, pride. And as opposed to living like Paul Roberts, buying his wife shotguns and cars, living in a house that Michael Owens lives in, living with Chris Long, hanging out on a boat like he hangs out on, hanging out in Wilmington with you, Adam, going to ball games with us. Paul, they fight it. They fight the copy. What have you been fighting? You go, well, there's this and there's this. I know. How about this and there's this? You've been fighting that? Jane Hill now, which they quit fighting it. And that's James Hill. And then Jane says, should I really tell people what I fought you on? Don't that make me look bad? Join the crowd, Jane. It just makes you fit in fighting stuff. You go, Andy, you could be wrong about stuff. I could be wrong about half. I could be wrong about 90%, but you know that's not right. You know I'm right on this, and I'm right on this, and I'm right on this, and I'm right on this. Why is this one thing you want to hold on to that makes you not copy all the things that you know are perfectly right? Not perfect, but perfectly right, these things. Well, Andy, I know one day you didn't do it. You're a genius. Caught me. Genius. Listen to this. One of the illusions in life is that the present hour is not the critical hour. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year. No man has learned anything rightly until he knows that every day is doomsday. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Today be the day, the hour be the hour. I'm going to ask you right here, today, at this time. What time is it? 1:51? January 13th, 2016. Today be the day to make the decision. And if you plan on being already finished right at time, it's going to go over just a little bit. Pay the price, Billy. We can afford it. But it ain't free. It ain't free. Don't think it's free. Don't turn it off. Think it's free. All right. Right now, people are making decisions. Who they going to listen to? What hot spot are they going to travel to? When are they going to go to the hot spot? Are they going to stay for night owl? Where are you going to travel to? When are you going to make dials? What am I going to tell my mother? How am I going to explain this to my wife? How am I going to explain this to my girlfriend? How am I going to explain this to my children? Who, where, why, when? People are making decisions. Are you getting better? Are you reading a book? Are you asking me, should I? A guy called me the other day. He said, Andy, here's what I've decided. I said, good decision. He said, because I know if I'd asked you before, this is what you'd have told me. And I know when I made the other decision, I knew that if I asked you, you'd tell me this. So I got to thinking about this, and then I made my decision to do this. So who delayed us, Andy, in celebrating that amount of time? He delayed us celebrating. It costs more when you delay the decisions you know. You're not perfect. I hear you. You're not going to change everything, but you can make a life-changing decision right now on January 13th. Okay. I like this one. James Dean said, that joker will live a fast life, short life. Good. He said, dream as if you'll live forever. Live like you'll die today. That didn't make me think of a country song, did it? Someday, I hope you get to live like you're dying. Who's my man that wrote that song? Sings that song? That's right, Mr. McGraw. Tim McGraw. I hope one day you get to live like you were dying. All right. Most people sleepwalk through day-to-day existence, passively letting time slip away. Unfortunately, impeding death is usually the only thing that can wake people up to the intensity of life. But what if you didn't have to be that way? What if you didn't have to think you was dying to live intensely? I'm going to get you there, Bo. I'm going to get you there. Work with me. I'm telling you, this is how we get through this. That's why I've been crazy today. That's why I've been crazy the last 2 or 3 weeks. Okay? What if you were able to truly discover the driving purpose for your life? Live each day with maximum intensity. Conquer all of your limiting fears. Learn how to accomplish more in one day than most people do in a year. Y'all know some of us make more in a day than a lot of people make in a year. That's because more gets accomplished. 20,000 days and counting represents a breathtakingly simple strategies and concepts that enable the reader to be 100% present and intentional with every passing minute with the rest of their lives. 100 years from now, what will you be left behind? What will your legacy be? You know, one of the reasons I like this book right here, 20,000 Days and Counting, is because of the hashtags. Is that what you call them? No, we call them haystacks. Because of the haystacks. See how he just counts off his days? This book will mess you up. My boy Robert Smith, who's Andy Andrews' coach, when they were 14 years old, they met. They became best buddies. And when they were in college, Robert told Andy, he said, I'm going to be the producer. I'm going to be the guy. You be the talent. And Andy said, okay. Now here it is, 30 years later. My boy Robert has one talent, Andy, and Andy has one producer, Robert. Both of them are happily married. Both of them have kids. Both of them fabulously wealthy. And they got the relationship. How'd you like to live like you was dying? I read this book, I cried all the way through it. Okay? The questions I read were from here. This book is crazy. Andy, hey, what do you think about that Matthew Kelly guy in this book right here, Off Balance? I think it's on track. What a lot of people think are off balance, Matthew Kelly and Albright think are on balance. And I'm trying to sell my boy that's wealthy and changing the world that he's on balance. See, I'm telling you, this stuff is on track. Billy Graham was not off balance. He was on balance. You with me? Tim Goat ain't off balance. He's on balance. And Mother Teresa, who did everything for one reason, was on balance. Or she was off balance, depending on how you want to play with those words. The rest of the world wants what we got. They want in. People make bad decisions. Let me tell you this. Listen, write this one down. Beware the barrenness. Beware the barrenness. This guy don't have the fun-loving friends hanging around him. Beware the barrenness. Barrenness. This guy does not have money. This guy does not laugh. This guy does not donate money. Beware the barrenness. That ain't an apple tree if it ain't got no apples. That ain't no peach tree if it ain't got no peaches. You ain't judging, you just a fruit inspector. What's an animal person? I should know this at NC State, right? What do you call them? Huh? That's right. It's not a veterinarian. Let me just tell you that. Did he say veterinarian? I think that's an animal doctor. So what is it for a plant doctor? A plantanarian. A botanist. We got one 3-degree and 4-year person that says that's a botanist. No fruit. What does it mean? You say if it ain't got no fruit, what does it mean? Immature, sick, dead. That's what a tree is. If a tree ain't producing, it's a different kind of tree than you thought it was, or it's sick, or it's dead, or it ain't big enough, it ain't growing enough, or it's dead, it stopped growing, it's out of energy, it ain't getting the right nutrients, the roots ain't deep enough. Here's a question for you. Why are you fighting the call? Are you being called to run? Are you being called to produce? Why are you fighting it? Why are you fighting recruiting? Why are you fighting dialing? How do you get through it all, Andy? Why are you fighting it? Why are you fighting it? If you hear it and you know it, it's time to run. Let's go, baby. Andy, when you're around, you fire me up. I think I can do the call if you say, I can be everywhere. I need you, and I need you, and I need you, and I need you, and I need you to help repeat this message. Who's going to teach them how to sell? It's not that complicated. We have it on NAA University. I need you to help me with this message that we're here for people and we care. Listen, this has never, Blake, what we're doing right now has never been done in this section of the economy, meaning insurance. Mortgage protection, final expense, IULs and annuities, Eric Belair. It's never been done before. It's been done before, but not here. And I'm going to copy the ones that did it before. Nobody can copy this, and we're the first. See? They can't break that copyright. They can't break that code. Help me, Michelle, Dave, this message. We're here for you. Not I'm your boss. Not if you don't sell, I'm going to spank your hand. Not if you don't come in on time. They leave early. Let them leave early. And say, glad y'all came. It's good to be here. I understand. You say, but Andy, if everybody takes that attitude, everybody will leave and we won't have a business. You're not taking that attitude. He's not taking that attitude. It's the other people that are halfway committed. Let's not be mad at them. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let me tell you this. We're going to fly our planes everywhere. We've got war parties scheduled February, March, and April that people can come here. I'm going to Vegas, and we're doing a seminar with leaders. I'm going to West Palm, and we're doing a seminar. We're going to do a boot camp. I'm going to be everywhere I can, but I can't be everywhere. I need for you to take this message, Dante. I need for you to take this message, say, I'm here for you, and don't judge people. But you say, well, I won't make any money if I don't judge them. Find somebody that's young or old with wisdom that can start selling now, that can start producing fruit now. Find somebody that can produce it now. I don't need for you to hear what I say and take it on in. I need for you to be a river, a reservoir. I need for you to go home, build a beachfront. I need for you to go home and tell your spouse and your family and say, listen, I made a decision. I'm going to tell the story. I'm going to reach other people. You crazy, Andy? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Watch me. Watch me live a happier and better life. Watch me upgrade from a jet, from a King to a G5. Watch me go from one house to another house to a hangar. Watch me spend more in my hangar to dress it up for you than most people spend on their house. Watch me write a check to Tim Goad for more than you or your mama or daddy makes in a year. Watch me watch it to NC State. Watch them name a building. Watch them name a building after Chris Long. Watch them name one after Leventovich. That's going to be a big building. L-E-W. Oh, my God. Leventovich is going to have a name. The Carries. Watch the Carries own a piece of California. And I'm talking about a big piece of California real estate. You with me? And if they want to live in Vegas, they can live in Vegas. Watch us spread out. Watch us. Or come live with us. Watch what Davies does. Watch when Davies gets a Ferrari. I'm telling you, a Ferrari, a Lamborghini. Watch. You think I'm crazy? Watch what's going to happen, baby. We are coming. And we're doing it now because we don't think we have plenty of time. All right, this is a bonus. We're out of time. I'm going to give you a bonus, okay? This is real quick. I'm just going to tell you straight up. Bonus talk coming at you. Love no matter what. That's what you do. This is a spouse talk. This is the mother talk. Love them no matter what. They're not perfect. You're not perfect. Don't make the problem worse. Hey, brother, I'm talking to you. Love them no matter what. Hey, sister. No matter what. They're not perfect. Love. What does love look like? That's when you don't judge. You don't try to change them. You give love. You kiss them. You hug them. You feed them. You clean. You go. You go to parties you don't want to go to. You go to visit family. You say, well, if I don't want to go, I'm supposed to do what I want. You do what you're supposed to go. You're supposed to associate with her mother, with his mother. You do what you're supposed to do. Love is not a choice or how you feel or what you want. It's what you do. So how about you, Andy? You're perfect. I'm working on it. Quit talking about me and this conversation will go faster. Yes, I'm working with that. God is adjusting you right now. He's speaking through me. He's also speaking to me. Stop it, Andy. God is adjusting you. Let Him adjust. Let Him adjust me. Let Him adjust you. You work on you. You read your book. You study. You get the seminars. You go to the marriage seminars. You go. He won't go. You go. She won't go. You go. You do what you're supposed to do. Massive growth. Copy. Find out what that woman who's happy, and listen to this, what her husband's doing the right thing, what is she doing? You copy her if her husband's doing what you think. Well, when my husband does what he's supposed to do, then I'll copy the wife who has a good husband. You do what you got to do first. I got to do what I got to do. I got to be nice. I got to do what I got to do with my mother, my wife, my kids. You worry about you. Put that circle around you and start operating. Copy who you need to copy. Find somebody. Listen to them. One person grows, you start you say, okay, Andy, but if she's not growing or he's not growing and I start changing and I change going forward, conflict. Well, should I stay down where they are? No. because that's not you doing what you're supposed to do. See, when one person grows and another person don't, creates conflict. So it could create more conflict. It could be the storm before the calm. But you're not making it worse by you growing. Now, don't react, don't hit, don't scream your voice, don't cut them off, don't be mean, don't torture, don't taunt, don't poke. You with me? You just love. Don't taunt your mama into changing. She ain't going to change at this point, or your daddy. You change, you grow. But Andy, I've been mean to my daddy in the past. I've screamed at him, I've hit him, I've hollered at him. Change now. So, but I did that. I can't change your past, and you can't either. You say, oh, I want to say I'm sorry. Say I'm sorry. What difference does it make? Well, one thing is they know you're sorry. But after you say that, there's nothing you can do to go back. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. You can't change history. All you can do is be all you can be. Stop the craziness. Stop trying to get even. Stop trying to pay them back. Quit trying to figure out who's in charge, who's under control. Quit figuring out if it's your idea or his idea. Quit trying to figure out if she got more of the food, she got more of the money, he got more of the money, she's on which side of the bed, it's taking up too much of the room. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it and let's go. Get caught in the now. Get caught in the present. Create your now. You be happy. He's not happy. She's always negative. He's a negative person. You be happy. I can't be happy if she's not because she controls my happiness. No, she don't. He does and you do. So don't let them change you. You be you. I'm not mad at you. I ain't mad at me. I'm just telling you this is a bonus. So if you know it's a bonus, you don't have to pay. Uncontrolled circumstances, rise above it. Here's the last thing. Lead. Who do I lead? You. You lead you. I'm going to lead me. This is my new decision. This is my life-changing decision, Adam. I'm going to do better leading me. Or a better way to put it is, I'm going to lead me. I'm going to make my decisions. As for me and my household, I'm following God. And I'll leave you with this. Not much overtime. This is my friend. He's kind of a rascal. That's why they call him Rascal. I could almost sing like him, but not quite. Chris, my CFO said, keep your day job all right. I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you want to go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens and another door closed, I hope you keep walking till you find a window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything, and I want to just say, but more than anything, you know, I want to be up. I can't do it. More than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want it to. Your dreams stay big and your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same thing too. Yeah, this is my wish. I hope you never look back, but you never forget. All the ones who love you in the place you left, I hope you always forgive and you never regret, and you help somebody every chance you get. Oh, you find God's grace in every mistake, and you always give more than you take. But more than anything, more than anything, my wish for you is that your life becomes all you want it to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small, you never carry more than you can hold, and while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same thing too. Yep, that's my wish. My wish for you is that your life becomes all you want it to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yep, this is my wish. Hope your dreams stay big and your worries stay small. I'm going to tell you what, Now's the time. The Alliance is on fire and blowing up like Mount Fuji. We want you to come with us. We love you. We care. See you next weekend. Get your ticket now. Bye.